Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Aotearoa Whiskey Club's Whiskey 101 section. I'm your host, Sam Sneed. Now, look, we get asked a lot of times when I crack my whiskey, how good is it going to last? Or how long is it going to last? In other words, you crack this bottle open today, can I drink it next year? And the answer kind of changes a little bit. So this little guy right here, the little Enoch, you can see that there's only about 10-15% of that whiskey left. So basically, you want to go ahead and knock that back. Once you get a situation where you have way too much oxygen and not enough spirit, you start to get evaporation in there, and it starts to knock the whiskey down in ABV, so your alcohol will start to go down, and it'll almost get a bit flat. Now, granted, that's going to take a while, so let's say something like this, it's still good for about a month or so, but really, you might as well knock it on back. Or there's something else you can do. If you've got quite a bit left, and again, you see you've got much more oxygen than you've got spirit, but you've obviously got a little bit more there than here. So you might have, this could be a 30-year-old whiskey, which this is not, it's just a little Auchentoshan 12. But if this were a 30-year-old whiskey and it's not something that you're readily going to be knocking back in the next couple of days, you want to save a bit of that. So what you want to do is just redecant it. It's quite simple. Just get a smaller sample bottle that's maybe 50 mil, 100 mil, 200, whatever you've got left. You put it back or redecant it in that smaller bottle, and once again, you're going to have much more spirit than you have oxygen. So you're fine. Just make sure you've got a good seal on it when you put it back on. That's why corks are always nice to have, because they always give you the perfect and complete seal. Now, one other thing. When you first open this whiskey and you've only drank a little bit of it, so it's much more full, then you're fine for months at a time. I mean, I've had whiskeys, not too many, granted, but sometimes you'll open something up, you might not reach back for it for a year. That is very rare, however, but I know some of you out there, you might have a bottle or two laying around that have been open for a year. And as long as you've got plenty of whiskey in there, you're going to be fine. So just remember, if it gets down less than, let's say, a third, rule of thumb, that's about as much as, you'll want to have in the bottle before you redecant it or go ahead and kind of finish it off. So yeah, not much whiskey. Knock it on back. If you've got a little too much and you don't want to drink it so fast, then just redecant it. All right, guys. Hope this is helping. Until next time, ciao.